as we talk about the heroes difficulty level in our last video, and we left out the heroes above 50% difficulty as there were many heroes in total. So we are finally here today with the heroes falling under that category. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are going to talk you guys about the heroes difficulty level above 50% to 100%. If you want to check part 1, you can go check it out with the link tag in the top right corner. As you guys know, this video has redeem codes and I want to congratulate the winners of our previous video. Thank you for participating. And similarly, this video will have hidden codes too. Find it from the video and redeem it at Kazukiofficialstore.com and your diamonds will be delivered instantly. Beatrix. I'm sure that trying to understand 4 guns and all the skills of it will take time for you to understand, which makes me put her on this spot. Brody. Although he is a great burst, he lacks mobility and can be an easy target for assassins. You also need to stack marks on enemies to deal decent damage on enemies with his ultimate. Yuzong. Looks easy when others use it, but for a new player, I won't recommend it as he has 4 skills and you will need to know when to use all of them. 1-1. She can be tough one to use as you will need a lot of practice to understand her passive. Masha. She has high HP and even needs HP to use the skills, so you need to consider when to use her ultimate or whether you will use it or not. Kadita. Things are complicated when playing Kadita as you will need a lot of prediction and missing ultimate could lead you to a bad spot. Leo mode. His skills aren't that complicated, but he is a sitting duck in the middle of a team fight without his ultimate. Jask. Imagine Jask without his nightmaric spawn. All of his damage comes from that. And you need to maintain it. Without that, he will be one of the most useless heroes in Mlbb. Grok. He looks simple and easy to use, but to use at its best, you need to see the obstacles around you as his passive and ultimate need obstacles to use it at its best. I want to take a moment of your time and inform you guys that the Transformers bonus tokens phase 2 is coming on the 8th of April and also Moonlit Wish event is coming on the 15th of April. And both of the event requires you to recharge diamonds to get guaranteed epic and special skins. So these are must participate events. And to get diamonds for those events, I would recommend you to visit smile.one to complete your diamond needs. Especially this month will be the perfect time to get the diamonds as they have this amazing offer ongoing. When you first pay with Alipay Plus partner Gcash, you will be able to get 20% on your purchase. The offer will remain from the 1st of April to 30th of April. So if you haven't already, make sure you purchase diamonds from smile.one to avail this offer. Lapu Lapu. In simple, he has 6 skills and a high cooldown. If you mess up, you are done in the middle of team fight. Gourd. A hero with no mobility, that's the worst thing when playing Gourd, and keeping position from enemies is one of the hardest things to master in Mlbb. Hayabusa. Maintaining energy and going around the shadow is his skill too, and not only that, there are things you need to consider before ulting as his ultimate might switch and mark the enemy minions, which will make this ultimate useless. Glue. His skills are pretty interesting and not a boring hero. His skill can be spammed multiple times if you master him, and it takes time to do it. Khalid. His skill 1 is deadly and can be hard to master at the same time as you need to dash around. It's hard as most of the time enemies dodge it and the skill 1 will be cancelled.
Kaja. He is one of the 3 heroes in Mlbb that has suppressed skill, but to be honest, he is nothing without his ultimate, so you will need a lot of things to go through on whom you should ultimate. Cyclops. Cyclops is an interesting hero, but he lacks mobility and you need to watch out from the enemies throughout the whole match. Clint. Clint doesn't require a high level of mechanical skill to play effectively. Freya. Freya can go on bursting the enemies in the area during her ultimate phase. And the hard thing about her is that you need to hit the enemies to use her skills. His skills are easy to catch up, but after using ultimate, you need to deal damage to make his damage higher, and it will leave your position at the worst spot. Minotaur. Playing Mino, you need to maintain your rage, and at the same time, he can be busted down easily by the enemies in the early game. Noveria. Her skills need accurate aiming, making her a bit hard to catch up, but you will get a hold of it after playing a few matches. Julian. He has no ultimate, but still has 3 skills and 3 different enhanced skills, and you need to know which will suit the best in the different type of situations. Yin. He can be easy and hard at the same time. Some enemies can be busted down easily, while some enemies can easily sidestep almost all of your skill and leaving you in a bad spot. Eve. Her ultimate is hard to get a hold of it, as the skill has a unique mechanic and will take time to master it. Lilia. Lilia can be an annoying hero, especially for melee heroes. She can spam all her skill at once, but to use it at its best, only experienced Lilia players will know it. Ling. His skills are easy to understand but take time to master, as we need a lot of practice and experience. Esmeralda. An unkillable hero when the enemies have no CC, but almost all of the matches the enemies will have a CC effect and will burst you down easily. Hanjo. He is very squishy, and especially when he uses his ultimate, his main body is not protected and you need to always check that when you use your ultimate. Claude. He is a marksman who needs a lot of experience, as he is weak in the early game and weak in 1 vs 1 and can do nothing without someone helping him or tanking for him, but can be very deadly hero on the right hand. Selena. Predicting is everything for Selena. Most of the time you can let your teammates do the rest, but predicting enemies' movement is not easy, as you will take months to do it. Hellcut. His skill 1 is simple, but most of the time you might miss it if the enemy sidesteps. Also, you need to stack up his skill 2 to deal more damage, giving him a higher risk in the team fight when stacking up. Matilda. She can be a good support hero and be a deadly assassin at the same time, but her skills are complicated and will be hard to master them. Lancelot. All of his skills needs accurate aim, and the skills are all complicated. Missing one will cause a big problem in your combo. Natalia. A good Natalia player can be nightmare for all squishy heroes. Her skills are complicated, as the mechanics are hard to understand in one go.
Fate forced me to become an assassin.
Benedetta. Not only does her skills have the ability to dash, but her basic attack enables her to dash as well, depending on which direction your analog is facing. which changes most of the mechanics of the heroes in the game. Valentina. This hero is so fun with her ultimate being anything you want. You might as well add all the difficulty of all the heroes on her as she relies on their ultimate. Harith. Harith's skill 2 is the main damage output from him, and you might know if you have already tried playing him. Using skill 2 needs a lot of practice, and that's make me put him in this spot. Yi Sun Shin. He is mostly played as core, and going as a core in MM, he needs literally a lot of farm, and keeping an eye out on the map is pretty much needed to finish off low HP heroes. Alice. Her skill is simple, but stacking up her passive takes time, and positioning is very important for her, as she will be in the middle of the team fight to deal damage and regen HP at the same time. Gushan. There's literally way too many combos for this hero, and with the ability to burst even tank, this hero sure can be scary, but the practice needed to reach that level is a lot. Lunox. Her mechanics in the game is really difficult, as you are tasked with the work to balance out her light and order, which will result on which ultimate you will be getting. Kagura. This umbrella wielder is all about time, as her ultimate is like a ticking time bomb, where you can experiment different combos and tricks. Joy. A unique hero who depends on music and the fact that you have to time your skill to the beat for a more effective ultimate is kinda annoying and super hard, especially in an intense fight. Practice is a must. Kimi. We had Benedetta, and now we go over to Kimi, where not only your joystick for walking is your problem, but also attacking becomes a task as well. Fanny. As expected, Fanny is in the first position. Her skills are way too hard to understand and need a lot of experience to use her at its best.
And with that, here are the 5 shoutouts from our previous video. Sandeep Asem, Mr. Dirty Sugar, Ice Goku IT, Lyrical Boy, Zemetry Official. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.